his roles in American Horror Story, Pose, WandaVision, the X-Men film franchise, Evan Peters is an American actor and film producer. And with the new Jeffrey Dahmer series that just came out, today we will be talking about him. I'm your host, Mikhail, and make sure to subscribe to help us get to 100K, but without further ado, let's get started. Evan Thomas Peters was born in 1987 on January 20th and is quite well known all over the Hollywood film industry by making his name in various genres of TV and feature films. Making his acting debut in 2004, Evan Peters has been featured in several movies, series, and commercials since then. He got his first acting role in the indie film Clipping Adam in 2004 at the age of just 17. But he is best known for his different roles in the FX series American Horror Story. American Horror Story helped build his name, and he appeared in many different series and films after that. He was born in St. Louis, Missouri, United States, and grew up in the suburb of Ballroom. His father's name is Phil Peters, and his mother's name is Julie Peters. His father works for the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation as a vice president of administration. Evan Peters attended a Catholic grade school as he was raised in a Roman Catholic family. Andrew Peters is his brother, and he also has a paternal half-sister named Michelle. The year 2001 saw Evan Peters and the family moving to Michigan, where Peters took local acting classes and did modeling. He moved to Los Angeles at the age of 15 with his mother to further work on his acting career. Evan Peters attended Burbank High School there, but later started homeschooling classes. He loved making horror films, but doing the different kinds of recurring roles in the series of American Horror Story took a toll on his mental health. Season 8 of American Horror Story saw Evan Peters taking just a small reoccurring role, and he took a full break from season 9. He even won Best Breakthrough Performance at the Phoenix Film Festival. This led to various commercials in which Evan Peters acted in, including Progressive Insurance, Moviefone, Sony PlayStation, Sour Patch Kids, Kellogg, and Papa John's Pizza. He even had a reoccurring role on the CW teen drama series One Tree Hill as Jack Daniels. He also did many one-episode guest spots in television series like The Mentalist, The Office, In Plain Sight, House, Monk, Parenthood, and Criminal Minds. In the critically acclaimed superhero film Kick-Ass, Evan Peters appeared in the supporting role of Todd Haynes. The acting role of teenage Tate Landon in the first season of American Horror Story was the breakthrough Peters needed. Since then, in every season of the show, Evan Peters and Sarah Paulson are the only characters that reoccur. Evan Peters loves taking on characters that are broken and difficult. Psychotic characters are his favorite, supposedly. Peters also auditioned for the role of Peeta in the Hunger Games. Evan Peters always wanted to play the character of Wolverine, but did not get it. He, however, shares the role of Quicksilver with his kick-ass co-star Aaron Taylor Johnson. Did you also know that Evan Peters loves knitting? This passion did not last long, however, as the actor came to know how difficult it actually is and that it made him lose all his time. As the practice made him unsociable, he left it. He still aspires to be the best actor he can be and take on difficult roles. A fan of AMC's The Walking Dead, Evan Peters has revolutionized some of his iconic characters in American Horror Story. His role as Quicksilver or Peter Maximoff is hailed as one of his coolest ones. In 2004, he played Russell SpongeBob Haynes in Sleepover and Cooper Day in the ABC series The Days. He played Seth Wozmer in the series Phil of the Future. He also played Jess Varon from 2005 to 2006 in the show Invasion. For his role in Sleepover, he was nominated for Best Performance in a Feature Film. He was also nominated for the category of Best Supporting Actor in a Series, Miniseries, or Television Film by the Seattle Awards in 2012. This nomination was for American Horror Story Asylum. He was also nominated for Fangoria Chainsaw Awards, Best Supporting Actor on Television in 2016 for American Horror Story Hotel. For his role as Detective Colin Zabel in Mayor of Easttown, he was awarded the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a limited or anthology series or movie. Now the dating history. Peters was first linked to the British model and singer Pixie Geldof when they were spotted holding hands and kissing at Coachella in 2010. However, they split up the following year. When he first met Alexi Quinn in 2011 while working on the play called Living at Home, and started dating shortly after. Quinn was by his side for his birthday in January 2012, but they split shortly afterwards when Peters started filming Adult World. Then there was Alexandra Breckenridge. Way before American Horror Story, the actor who played young Moria O'Hara during the first season reportedly dated Peters. It's never been confirmed and there's no information on exactly how long they dated, but it's clear they're professionals since they worked together on the Murder House season after splitting up. Emma Roberts and Evan first met on the set of Adult World in 2012 and started dating shortly after production wrapped. They later went on to play love interests on the 3rd and 4th season of American Horror Story. Though they have faced a number of breakups and makeups and one nasty domestic violence incident over the years, the two ended their engagement in 2019 after 7 years together. Him and Halsey were then first romantically linked during an outing up to Six Flags Magic Mountain in September 2019. They then made their first public appearance as a couple for American Horror Story's 100th episode party in October 2019. Their entire relationship seemed to be a manifestation of Halsey's 7-year crush, as she'd previously expressed her love for the actor through social media as early as 2012. In March 2020, Halsey then removed all pictures of Peters from their Instagram, suggesting that the pair had broken up. Evan has a net worth of $4 million and reportedly owns an apartment in LA for around $800,000. But with all that money, he only drives a Pontiac Vibe for $13,000. Evan Peters has taken Netflix by storm as he portrayed the serial executioner Jeffrey Dahmer in Ryan Murphy Productions' Dahmer, Monster, the story of Jeffrey Dahmer. While Evan's performance has no doubt garnered praise from fans and critics, the Emmy-winning actor has now described just how difficult it's been to portray someone as monstrous as Dahmer. Fans of American Horror Story will know that Evan Peters has to play some pretty horrible characters in the past, including serial killer James March from AHS Hotel and Kai Anderson from AHS Cult. But while those characters were fictional, Jeffrey Dahmer is a very real person who did absolutely horrific things. Evan revealed that the challenge of taking on that role and portraying the notorious figure on screen was one of the hardest things he's had to do in his career so far. I was very scared about all the things that Dahmer did, and diving into that and trying to commit to playing this character was absolutely going to be one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life, because I wanted it to be very authentic, Evan told Netflix. But in order to do that, I was going to have to go to really dark places and stay there for an extended period of time. He continued, "I have to say that the crew was instrumental in keeping me on the guardrails. I cannot thank them enough, and I could not have done any of this role without them. It was a challenge to try to have this person who was seemingly so normal, but underneath all of it had this entire world that he was keeping secrets from everybody. It was so jaw-dropping that it all really happened. It felt more important to be respectful to the victims and to the victims' families to try to tell the story as authentically as we could." Evan previously opened up about the toll that the dark characters he played in the past have had on his mental health, speaking about his work on American Horror Story Cult. In particular, Evan told GQ, "I'm goofy, I'm silly, I like to have fun. I don't like to yell and scream, I actually hate it. I think it's disgusting and really awful, and it's been a challenge for me. Horror Story sort of demanded that of me. It's all been a massive stretch for me and really difficult to do," he said of playing certain AHS characters. "It's hurting my soul and Evan as a person. It's just exhausting, it's really mentally draining, and you don't want to go to those places ever in your life. And so you have to go there for the scenes, and it ends up integrating it somehow in your life. You're in traffic and you find yourself screaming and you're like, what the hell, this isn't who I am." Ryan Murphy also told Entertainment Weekly that it took Evan almost 2 years to recover from portraying the cult leader Kai Anderson in AHS. Now, I have yet to watch the new series, but I love Evan Peters and true crime stuff, so I think I'm gonna have to watch it. However, while I was on TikTok, I came across this video that seems like not everyone is enjoying it.
"I binged this series, Monster, Jeffrey Dahmer's story, last night. I'll be honest, I'm 2 episodes away from finishing it. I've been avoiding it all day, but I've watched enough where I can say this. I'm a fan of true crime, I'm a fan of horror. This is probably the last thing I would recommend somebody to go watch. I know we're all watching it, but like I would not be like, hey, did you watch the Jeffrey Dahmer?"
However, people have been praising it for its accuracy. But you know what, I probably still will watch it. But if you've already watched it, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and we will see you next time.